Oh boy, yeah, it was a really good ball game. High level, high intensity ball game. Very impressive. Both teams, VCU and Toledo. Just a great basketball game. Watched the whole thing.
Learn anything new or different about Toledo?
No, we knew with the four starters coming back, we were able to watch, a number of films from last year and see how talented they were. So we really didn't see anything new, but just an impressive performance. It's a very tough venue to play in. Obviously, VCU's got a really unique style that's tough to play against, and you saw, the vets from Toledo not get shook up at all. They can play in a lot of different styles. I think they rattled off 10, 11 wins to start last year, maybe 12, and then their first loss was a close game at Kansas. So they're a veteran team that knows how to go on the road, and these next three games, for a non-conference, by far the toughest stretch we've had here. It's not even close. When Toledo's, has a possibility of being ranked right out, they got some votes, and then we're going to play ranked teams in Brooklyn. So this is by far the toughest three-game stretch, non-conference that we've had.
In particular tomorrow, are you excited to see your guys, when you've seen them for 2 games, just to kind of take the step up in competition and see how they react?
Well, tomorrow's Thursday, Friday. Yeah, you're speeding me up a day. Scared me there. I was well, we got 2 days of practice here. I'm not sure we're ready for this. I'll be real honest, and I'll tell the guys that. Hey, we're going to have to. Those freshmen. You're playing seniors that won a lot of games, know how to play. So we're really going to have to. We're going to have to bring our A game. We're going to have to play very, very well to put ourselves in position to stay with these guys. They're a good basketball team, very experienced.
What kind of adjustments are you going to make for Toledo, if any?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
What kind of adjustments are you going to
Adjustments?
make for Toledo, if any?
We're going to have to play more physical than what we have, just because of their big bodies and senior type players that have been around, and you saw how physical that game was against VCU, and so the game's going to be more physical. Our guys got to get ready for that, and other than that, we don't do the things we're doing right now well enough to make adjustments. We're still working on our basic plan, what we want to do fundamentally, and we're not to the point with our basketball team that we can make a lot of adjustments.
In what ways, you said you're not ready for Toledo, in what ways are you not ready? Just the physicality that you were just talking about? Or?
Well, they're veterans against our freshmen, they know exactly what they want to run. Their sets, a lot of carryover from a year ago, where our guys are, we're trying to figure out exactly what we're running half the time. You saw a lot of those possessions against Detroit. We had no purpose with the possession, and our scoring percentages on those where we don't know what we're running, when we watch film, our percentage is really bad. When we run something that we recognize, our potential and our percentages go way up. But we're having way too many wasted possessions, and guys not sure what they should do, and that's natural. But we've got to cut those number of possessions down quickly.
What have you learned about your team at this early juncture in the season?
Well, I like them. I like their work ethic. You see the freshmen are in the gym. We had a day off yesterday, and I know they came in, and we're getting shots up, and so it's a good group. We've had good groups to work with, and fun to coach, and it takes them a while to get used to me, but they're really a good group, and they try to take criticism well, and that's hard for anybody. That's hard for any player. But we know there's a certain way we're going to have to play the good teams, and that just takes some adjustment.
When you get to the Legends, that's going to be a totally different atmosphere, almost a tournament type deal. I think you guys have a practice day the day before, and then 2 games there with national TV. It'll be kind of a totally different deal for the new guys and even some of the veterans.
It will. It'll be a lot of fun. It'll be a lot of fun. I hope our guys are excited about going. I think they are. Obviously, we've got a big game on Friday before that, but we're going to Brooklyn. We're going to play in an NBA arena. We'll also do that in Chicago later in the year. So, the guys are excited about that, and obviously good teams that are ranked in the top 20. So we're going to have our work cut out for us. We're going to have to play awfully well. But again, that 3-game stretch starts Friday night. These are 3 really good basketball teams. Toledo, if you took Toledo off the front of their jersey and put something else on there, they'd be ranked in the top 25, and that's the way I felt about a few of my Creighton teams, and I'm sure that's the way Toledo feels about their team. They're good enough to be ranked.
And for the program, the national profile goes up Monday, Tuesday. I mean, that's going to be kind of a national look.
Yeah, it will be, with Michigan there and Villanova, VCU. Those are all really good programs, really good coaches, and it'll be a great opportunity for our young team.
The way Dwayne and Jordan have been rebounding the ball, I'm sure you'll take all of that and more that you can get. The fact that they're your biggest guys, they have to do that. How do you feel about the effort they've been giving you on the glass?
Well, everybody's got a rebound, but Jordan got a couple rebounds out of his area the other night, which was really encouraging. Dwayne has been pretty solid going to the boards. His length allows him to do that. We've got to get everybody involved, though. Dylan's got to rebound a little bit more. Elgin's got to get on the boards a little bit more. And all our guards, none of them are excluded from that responsibility. That's really got to be a team thing, especially on the defensive end. And we're facing a very good rebounding team in Toledo, so we're going to have to rebound the ball. It'll be a big challenge for us.
Memory serves, I think KEZI had like 4 at halftime. Has he done the best job?
Well, Jaleel ran some good ones down the other night, it's just got to be all their jobs. Ahmad sticks his nose in there pretty good. He had some the other night, so I don't think there's anyone that has done a poor job, but we've got to do everybody, get everybody to do a great job, and if we're going to be a good rebounding team.
Anything about your freshmen surprising you? I mean, they look pretty talented these first several games.
No, we knew they were talented. Talent's not the issue. Experience level, knowing what's in front of them, that's tougher for them. But I've never questioned their talent, and like I said, they've been fun to work with, and come to the gym and want to be here. So. Yeah, I mean they're a good group. They're 4 guys that could be a really good cornerstone for us because I like their work ethic. They all complement each other pretty well. So it should be a fun group to work with.
Are they making progress defensively?
Yeah, I mean that's something you don't turn on and off like a light switch. It just doesn't happen overnight. Playing together as a defensive unit really takes time. Getting the switches, the communication in transition. Defense takes as long as offense sometimes, really getting comfortable playing with each other and trusting each other. And because it's so much more work than the offensive end, getting everybody to do it every possession is a little tougher. So, but no, we're making progress. They're small steps. But, going back 6 weeks when we started to where we're at now, we definitely have made progress. Is it going to be good enough to slow a team like Toledo or Michigan? We're going to find out. But we've got a long ways to go. We're nowhere near where we can be defensively, but we have made progress.
You mentioned the other night hoping for a home court advantage Friday. In your experience, what can a crowd mean to your team? And are there even examples that stick out where you felt like they were a pretty good edge?
Well, there's been a bunch of them here at home. Greg says we're 60-11 here at home. There have been a lot of nights. I haven't had them prepared. We haven't been prepared, and our crowd just flat out has brought us through. And all the losses we've had have been pretty close ones. We've been right there. We've had our opportunity. We just haven't made a play down the stretch or whatever. But no, the crowd, with the pit crew in particular, it's really, there's been some nights where we've been really flat and gotten down, and they've really picked us up. And some nights where we haven't been very sharp. They've stayed with us, and till the point where we finally got something going, and they got us back in the game. So. When I say we are 60-11 at home, I mean the pit crew, the students, the fans, and our team. Because, you don't win, 84-85% of your games anywhere unless you have, good student crowd and good fans.
What's your overview of the 2 recruits you signed this week?
I'm very excited. They're very good fits for our program. Kendall is a hard-nosed, tough, defensive-minded point guard who's very quick. With the loss of Johnny Lloyd, we needed some quickness, and I feel Kendall gives us that. And very good basketball family, and basketball means a lot to him, and we're excited about him. And Trevor, is going to get a big opportunity just because of our lack of size. But at 6'9", I think he's just got tremendous upside. He really is skilled. He shoots it well. He moves well. He's very athletic. And again, another basketball family. His dad was a hooper, and so. Basketball is important to those guys, and they wanted to be here. They had other opportunities to go. Kendall committed quite a while ago, and Trevor committed right after his visit. So, you're excited about guys that want to be here.
A good group to follow up. You mentioned the 4 you've got now. Can you kind of start seeing a good group to come in and complement them?
Well, I sure hope so. I think those 2 really match. Those 4 freshmen really complement them. So, we will probably take 1 or 2 more players yet, before the recruiting ends, next summer. But, we're just looking for the right fit and, guys that work well within our program.
Speaking of size, rebounding fundamentals is going to be a key to your team this year. How is your rebounding fundamentals at this point?
We're not physical enough on our blockouts. We've got to be more physical on our blockouts than we are right now. I think we can get there, and I think we will. But right now we're not blocking out. We're not physical enough on the boards.